Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
All right. Good morning here from Sportsplex here in Murfreesboro. Game 3 for the Lady Eagles here in the state tournament. I got Cameron Bradburn filling in for Josh Garland this morning. Got Kevin Wright to my right with all the blinky buttons. Quickly around for the Swap and Shop starting lineup for the Lady Eagles. You got Izzy Garland at third, Brendlyn Stevens at short, Reagan Stevens at second. You got Keegan Hutchins at first. Olivia's on the mound. Greenlee Taylor is behind the plate. Pitch number 1 is inside for ball 1. You got Kerrigan Bradburn in left, Emily Abbott in center, and May Ricks in right field. Lady Eagles will be the home team in this contest against Westmoreland, and that ball is just fouled down the right field line. So we're coming out of the losers bracket. This game was supposed to be at 9 o'clock, a little bit delayed. They had to finish up the Maryville East Hamilton game that was in the seventh inning. Bases loaded. Two at bats. Maryville wins that game in a walk-off. Ground ball to win it. So that pushed our game back to about 10 o'clock. So our start time's right at 10:02. Third pitch now with a 1-1 count to Caldwell, the center fielder for Westmoreland. Ball will sail over her head. Ball number 2. Field conditions here at Field 1 still a little wet. Had a lot of rain yesterday and then overnight. Pitch number 4. We're grounding right back to Olivia. She fields it. Throws over to Keegan for out number 1 here in the first inning. So Cameron, ball is going to be a little bit wet. Definitely going out in the outfield. It's a ground ball.
Yeah, it's going to play a big factor today, I believe.
Pitch to Walker, second baseman, called a ball. Kind of gets away from Greenlee. Should slow up the ball also going through the infield. Like I said, they took on a lot of water, still a little damp.
Yeah, it should help that ball stay down today in the infield.
Exactly. Swing and a miss there for Walker. So opening round game, we played Westmoreland. Come away with a 3-1 victory. Westmoreland defeats Scotts Hill yesterday. Line drive off Olivia's glove, goes to Reagan. She cannot make the play, so infield single there for Walker.
That's a tough play to make right there, going straight back at the pitcher.
Brings up Hale, the first baseman. So 1-on-1 out for Westmoreland. She swings. Izzy Clark makes a good play. The only play she's got is at first. They're going to call out a foul. Oh my goodness!
That should have been a.
That was a fair ball all day long. Wow.
She's been locked down over at third for us this tournament.
Yes. Don't misses that in big time. So strike number one. Called a strike on the outside part of the plate, I thought he said.
Yeah, it looks like it's 1-2.
1-2 strike. So 0-2, no, 0-2 count. Says. That ball be lifted foul down, hits a fan. In the back, she grabs her ribs, grabs her arms. I think she's going to be okay. Well, he put up 0-2 the umpire.
Well, he also called the other one foul.
Yeah.
Use your zero.
Let's see what he signals here as a count. No signal from up. I think it's still 0-2. 1-2, okay. Ball's up. Pick to first. Not in time. So 2-2 now the count. Fouled away. Looks like we got Speedy at first. But with the conditions, I don't know. Do you take a chance early in the game here? Stealing? Because, like I said, around first base, it's a little.
Yeah, it's going to slow them down.
Yeah,
sure. It's a little wet.
A little wet getting a jump. Big ball up, runs it full down to Hale. Outfield playing about normal depth. Pops that up to right field, shallow right field. May makes the play for out number 2.
Yeah, it feels going to be slick conditions today. I seen a game over here to the side of us earlier. Girl rounded first, going to try for a stand-up double and slipped and fell out and had to hold to a single. Looked like she had turf shoes on, so hopefully we've got some cleats on today.
Yeah. Brings up the Plister. DePlizer. I guess that's how you pronounce the name. Sorry about that. She's third baseman. She'll ground in a 5-6 holder to Kerrigan for an infield or outfield single. So 2 hits here in the inning. For Westmoreland, brings up Tuttle, the first baseman. All right, Tuttle, the catcher.
runner at first, second, 2 out. I'd like to see her down right here.
Yeah, looking back, she's going to hit the ball towards third base. She grounded out twice to Izzy in the first game of the state tournament. So I look for something to go to the left side here.
Looks like that first pitch just missed outside corner.
She'll foul that one into the net, back down in front of Greenlee. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Even up here in the press box, you can still hear everybody's air horns going.
Yeah, it looks like our fan has got several made today.
Batter steps back, steps again. I think she's going to get a warning saying, hey, you got to give me a signal to step out.
Yeah, he didn't give her time
He
there.
didn't. All right, she's back in once again, taking on a 1-1 count. She'll swing and miss that rise ball up in the strike zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sun's trying to pop out a little bit. Looks like we're going to get all the games in today. We'll more of that later on. Big ball up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first and second, 2 outs, trying to get out of here the inning with leaving these runners on. She'll ground that towards third. I was going to say, Cameron, that she's going to pull that ball at third base side.
Yeah, she pulled hard there, way out front. I wouldn't mind seeing a changeup right here.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say, is knowing that she's going to try to pull the ball and throw her off a little bit right here. Change up on the outside part of the plate. She'll throw that right down the middle on the outside part of the plate. Swing and miss for Tuttle. So Lady Eagles get out of the inning with no runs, 2 hits, 2 left on base, 1 strikeout. That's an 18-19 strikeout for Olivia Woods. Coming back, Lady Eagles be at bat. You're listening to Lady Eagles Softball on the Exports Radio Network.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with Primary Care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary Care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Hey folks, you'll never guess where I'm at today. That's right, I'm at my Quick Mart store. Starting off with a fresh cup of coffee, and guess what's next? The biscuit. That was quick and easy, and I'm ready to start my day. Head on over to your favorite Quick Mart store and start your day out right.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, back here up for the Lady Eagles here in the bottom of the first. Ricks, Woods, and Garland. Cameron, what do you think here as far as what's strategy here for the Lady Eagles?
I'd like to see Ricks come up here and put one in that left center gap like she likes to do. Maybe a stand-up double. Be nice.
Yeah, it's good to get her on base. She's got the speed, smart base runner.
She's been hitting the ball well for us.
She has all season long. So quickly now, 2-0, way ahead. First pitch was up. Next pitch was in the dirt. Next pitch is outside, called a ball. Oh, called a strike finally.
Yeah, he's got that delayed strike signal.
I got to wait about 5 seconds before he'll call that one. So 2-1 is the count. Right up the middle. Base hit from May Ricks to center field.
It's a good start of the game right there. That's what we want. We got to come out, keep the bats hot early.
I think also with a wet ground right here, when you bunt, the ball is just going to die.
It is going to die.
This is a good situation, I think, here where you do lay the bunt down and get May over Olivia Squares for a ball. That's a pass. May jumps off. No throw from the catchers.
It's going to have that third baseman charging fast and try to stop quick. She might slip and fall. So
exactly.
Work in our favor here.
See it first. Third is crouching in. First is crouching in. Ball up. Ball 2. You see second rotate over to first. Short rotates over to second.
I don't know if I don't let Olivia swing away right here, 2-0 count.
She'll play a perfect bunt. The ball gets bobbled from the first baseman. May Ricks will move up to third.
It's a great bunt by Olivia right there.
See what happened there. First baseman had to stop and field that.
What's he call? He just called her out for some reason. Apparently he's calling interference running down the line. I don't know there.
I don't know how you call interference running down the line when she's running in foul territory. So they're going to call Olivia out for interference. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's not the right call there in my opinion.
So May will have to go back to second, so we'll have a ground out to first base scored there. And an interference. So May's at second. Brings up Easy Garden. Easy swinging a hot bat here at the state tournament.
Yeah, Easy's been hot all state. This last time we faced him, she had a 3-run homer to give us the win. So
yeah. Pitch was way outside in the left-hand batter's box. Same thing, pitch 2 is way outside. And he calls that is not a strike. That is literally in the left-hand batter's box. 1-1 the count. That ball was 6 inches off the plate.
It was. Yesterday his strike zone was inconsistent all day long.
Easy a swing and foul that one into the net. She's down 1 ball, 2 strikes. I hate that. And of course, the catcher is sitting out in that box. There she goes. Back in the left-hand batter's box again. Called a ball. 2-2 the count. We are right behind the umpire up in the press box. Easy will foul that one back. Stays alive.
Yeah, that pitch there, you just got to fight it off. You don't know if he's going to ring you up on it if you take it. That was a little out, but
yep.
Good idea to fight it off right there.
Ball outside part of the plate again. Runs it full. May still at second. Easy will foul that way to stay alive. That ball was right on the edge of the plate. It's a full count still. 1 out. Lady Eagles threatening. Ball gets to the infield. May's probably going to score. Easy will foul that one back.
Yeah, that ball touches grass. May's going to score. She's got all kind of speed.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to take advantage of the day, given the field conditions. Ball slow up. Ball inside. Oh, he's going to ring her up. That ball.
That's a terrible call.
That's a terrible call.
That should be a walk.
Ball was inside and low.
We've had 2 bad calls start this inning here.
Yep. And interference call at first, which was not interference. She was in foul territory running. Brings up Greenlee Taylor. Ball gets away from the catcher. They threw it Greenlee way outside. I wouldn't mind seeing that pitch again right there. The same result. That ball kicks off the catcher back towards the third base dugout. Basically over to the on deck circle. Ball on the outside part of the plate. Pretty much that was the same pitch right there that was a strike to Izzy. 2-0 to count. Ball in the dirt. 3-0 now to Greenlee Taylor. With May on third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Ball 4.
4-pitch walk there, which I'm sure they want to stay away from Greenlee.
Yeah. So we'll get a courtesy for Greenlee. It will be Bella Pig. Interesting strategy here. First and third, 2 outs. Reagan Stevens up. Do you try to get this run in with a delayed steal?
I don't know with the field conditions, that might play a factor there. I'm probably going to let Reagan swing away right here. She's been pretty consistent.
She has had a hot bat as well here at the state tournament.
It's our whole lineup. I don't think we've had very many strikeouts at all. We're putting the ball in play. We're just sometimes we'll get under it or hit it right to them.
Catcher will call time. Go out and talk to the pitcher. I imagine they got some strategy going here. It was called a ball. First pitch to Reagan. Coach Woods talks to Reagan. Bella did not take off and go to second. She still remains at first. So third and short are talking. First and second now are talking together. They're breaking and going back to their positions. We'll resume the at-bat here. Reagan will fly that one to Texas Leaguer over second. Bella Pig will move up to third. Reagan will move up on the throw to second.
That's some good base running right there by Bella to pick that extra bag up.
Yeah, it was just a little bloop right over, a little Texas Leaguer bloop right over second base, basically in no man's land. Scores the first run for the Lady Eagles. Second hit of the inning. Brings up Kerrigan Bradbury. I'm going to let you call this for your daughter.
Oh, Lord. First pitch hit it 5-6 hole. And she's going to beat it out to first with overthrow. We're going to score 2 on that. So that's what we like to see here in the first inning. That's a good play by the shortstop for the backhand. She just couldn't make the throw.
Yeah, deep in that 5-6 hole backhand. Hard play. She overthrows first, allowing another run to score. So we matched our total in the first inning. Then we did all first game here in the state tournament against Westmoreland.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. Come out, put the ball in play, get some runs early. Just hopefully won't go cold.
Brings up Keegan Hutchins. That ball called a. Come on, what was that? I guess he called that a ball. I thought it was a strike.
Keegan's been hitting the ball hard this state tournament. It's just been right at people.
Yep.
She's due a big hit.
That pitch is outside, ball 2. That's one thing in the first game I thought we were too eager, swung at a lot of bad pitches. Looking at this inning, we've been very, very selective. And
Yeah, we have.
walks. That pitch is on the outside. He called that a strike. I thought it was a ball, and then he called it a strike. Golly.
Delayed strike there.
That is terrible. 2-1 the count. Grounds right back to the pitcher. That'll be out number 3. So the Lady Eagles strand 2, plate 3 on 2 hits. 1 error by Westmoreland. Your score after 1. Lady Eagles up 3-0. You listen here to Lady Eagles softball on the Exports Radio Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here. Top of the second. Lady Eagles up 3-0. Sun starting to pop out. Up for Westmoreland will be Mason, the shortstop. Pitch on the outside part of the plate. Waiting. No, I think he's going to call it a ball.
I feel like that's a strike against us last
I
time.
know. I mean, it was off the plate. Don't get me wrong. It was a ball, in my opinion, but the way his strike zone is varying. The ball up. 2-0 the count. Key for Olivia is to get ahead of the batters.
Yeah, we got to stay ahead today. We don't want it to come back with a fast ball down the middle.
Yeah.
To try to work back ahead here.
Ground ball right up the middle, be a base hit. Base hit for Mason, puts her on. Brings up the pitcher, Parkhurst. I can back up my notes. Parkhurst basically ground out to first, and then she had a double to center field, so she's going to probably hit it from right side, center to right side of the field here. Strike, there we go, strike one. I was going to say that was right on the edge of the plate for sure.
I saw that. Yeah, that was awesome.
Pitch number 2, swing and a miss. Rise ball up at her. So now Olivia's ahead 0-2 on the Parkhurst. Runner at first.
Yeah,
You want to
expect something off the plate here. Don't give her nothing she can hit.
right. Elevated that up on rise ball. Ball 1.
Everything went in overtime, you guys.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Runner at first. Swing and a miss. No foul tip. Comes out of Greenlee's glove.
That was a great pitch there, run in on her hands.
Yeah, that ball was inside hard on her. She is able to foul it back. Keeps it at 1-2. Good pitch, pick off, back to first, save. That's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Again, it's a 50-50 chance. These ump's going to call that on the outside. Two here again. Be lifted to second base. Right field was coming in. For out number 1, Reagan gets that one. First out here in the inning. True to form, she's going to hit it at center to right side. Brings up Wall, the DH. They changed up their lineup a little bit right here from the first game. Pitch on the outside power plate should be a strike, and it is. So Mason still at first for Westmoreland. Ball in the dirt. Evens and count 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch way outside, ball 2. Maybe down in the count here. To Wall. Wall will just barely touch that one on the outside part of the plate, fouls it towards the Eagle dugout on the first base side. Strike 2, 2-2. Well, Eagles kind of got their Kentucky uniforms on. They got the blue pants, gray uniforms with the blue and white checker down the straps, down the arms. Pitch coming in. Change up, runs it full. Cameron definitely don't want to give her a free base right here. Got to go after her.
Yeah, we got to go after her right here. I believe that's the first change-up that she's thrown this game. Just looks like she held on to it a little long.
Pitch right down the middle.
It's a great pitch right there.
Again, I was wondering if he was going to call out a strike. He does. That's a backwards K. That's another 18-19 strikeout for Olivia Wood, second in the game.
Got a little breathing room now, 2 outs. Just need to make this play get out of the inning.
Brings up Vega. Called strike. This is their 9-hole hitter. And they'll be back to the top. Definitely want to get out of this inning before facing a lead off with a runner on. Change up way outside, ball 1. Good pitch right on the inside part of the plate. Called a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looks like she's crowding the plate pretty hard. I don't know if I just want to come back inside again.
Yeah, I believe I would jam her. If you do jam her, maybe a weak ground ball. Ball up and away. So 2-2 the count. 2 outs, runner on first. A ball will hit her. Didn't want to have that right there. Ball inside. She was crowding the plate, but did not want to put runners at first and second back to the top of the lineup. Brings up Caldwell. Caldwell is actually a switch hitter. She's going to switch. Was lefty. Now she's going to go over to the right-hand batter's box.
Probably trying to hit something for power right here.
Yeah. So we're not seeing Caldwell hit from the right side of the. She will check swing. Called a strike. He would go ahead and call us a strike. No need to check. She did come around. And snap throw to first. Not in time, but
that ball must just missed high because it was right over the plate. I don't know where that ball missed at.
Yeah, he calls it a ball. I thought it was pretty much at.
He looked great from up here.
Yeah. She'll swing and miss for strike number 2. Again, 1-2 count. Way up. Got a couple of pitches to waste here.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can give her something chased right here.
Yep. Checker.
Yeah, she needs to check.
Check. He's going to say no. That was close.
That was a great pitch.
Yeah. 2-2 to count. That ball was up in his strike zone, right, kind of a rise ball. She almost went around. Pitch on the outside part of the plate. Rings her up for strike number 3. Another 18-19 strikeout for Olivia Woods, third of the game. Westmoreland gets 1 hit. Leaves 2 on base. Score after 1.5. It's 3-0 Lady Eagles. You're listening to the Lady Eagles softball on the X Sports Radio Network.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here. Up for Lady Eagles will be Brendlyn Stevens. She'll take ball way up. So you got 8-9-1. You got Brendlyn, Emily, and back to the top with May. And maybe we can do some damage here at the bottom lineup to get back to the top.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. We can win every inning. We'll be in good shape.
Brendlyn will pop that up into the net foul. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Seemed like we were patient there in the first inning. See if we can be patient again here in the second inning. Ball's lifted second base for out number 1. That ball's way on the outside part of the plate. Hard to swing at that pitch when it's way outside. But he's calling it way outside. So
he is.
So you've got that in the back of your mind. So fly out to second, 1 out. Emily Abbott up. Sets up again way on the outside. He caught. Golly. She reached over into the, or moved over to the left field batter's box, catches it, doesn't move, and he calls it a strike. Emily ground right back to the pitcher off her leg, past the shortstop into the left field for a hit.
I'm sure that didn't feel good.
No, you know that didn't feel good. She says she's good, though. So a base hit there for Emily. Brings up May Ricks. May hit a ball straight up to center field. Ball. He calls it a ball. Okay.
I didn't know he was about to ring her
I
up.
thought he was raising his hand. I thought, man, he's fixing to ring her up. But no, he calls a ball. Sets up outside again.
Looks like the same pitch.
Same pitch, and he calls that a ball. I mean, I don't want to argue balls and strikes, but let it be a little bit more obvious, closer to the plate, you know.
Yep.
That pitch is way outside. 3-0. No, he calls it a ball. Gosh, that is horrendous right there. Horrendous.
Definitely a pitcher strike zone today.
Yep.
Not a hitter.
Foul ball.
Almost hit Preston.
Yep, Preston walking down the galley there, almost gets hit, not paying attention. 2-2 the count to May. Cameron, like I said, that ball is 8 inches off the plate, being called a strike.
Should be 2-1 right here, or 3-1 actually.
May has to, again, she has to reach out in that batter's box to foul that one off. 2-2 to count.
Makes it tough on the hitter when you're having to chase something like that. Just
Yeah.
You don't know what the
Exactly.
going to do.
Exactly.
She crowds the plate right here, so maybe she can get something.
She'll swing, fouls that one off. That's a foul ball. He's going to call it, nope, he's going to call it a swing and a miss. So that'll be out number 2. To me, Cameron, she fouls that and gets past the catcher there.
Yeah.
She can't run anyway because first base is occupied. Brings up Olivia Woods.
Ball way outside. I'm surprised they didn't call that strike.
Yep. Pitch number 2. Way outside. 2-0 to Olivia here. Runner at first. She got a tough break in the first, lay down a beautiful bunt right between basically the catcher, the pitcher, and the first baseman. First baseman, when she filches, she slides, turns, and makes an aired throw, but Olivia's called out for runner interference by the first base umpire. So pitch on the outside part of the plate, waiting for it. He calls it a strike. 2-2 the count. Basically, she swings halfway into the left-hander's batter's box, touches that and fouls that one off. Does it again. You know, that's the thing. You come up here to Murfreesboro and you're kind of expecting, you know, the best of umpire. We understand the field condition. Okay, we get that. You can't help with Mother Nature and the field conditions, but umpires, that ball's inside. He's going to call out.
Golly.
That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous of an umpire right there. But anyway, rings her up for strike number 3. We leave one on, one hit, one on, no runs. After two complete, you're listening. After two complete, the score 3-0 Lady Eagles. You're listening to Lady Eagles Softball on the X Sports Network.
At Summertown High School, the future doesn't wait. The future starts here. In our academic classrooms, students are challenged, supported, and inspired, preparing for college, careers, and life beyond these halls. Here, leadership grows, confidence is built, and every student has a path. On the field, court, and course, Summertown athletes compete with pride, tradition, and excellence. Championships are earned and legacies are built. Through career and technical education, learning comes to life, from welding and cosmetology to agriculture and beyond. Our students don't just learn skills, they build their future. At Summertown High School, it's more than a place, it's a foundation for what comes next. The future starts here.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here. Top of the third, Westmoreland will be up. It'll be their 2, 3, 4 hole hitters. Be Walker up first.
Do have a slap hitter here, so.
Yeah, she singled to short. Actually, singled off Olivia's glove to short to Brenlin. Brenlin couldn't make play. She was already there. She's got speed. First hit of the game for Westmoreland.
Looks like our fielders are adjusting for the slap.
She'll slap it in between first and second. Quick throw back from May doesn't get her in time. So Walker with going 2 for 2.
Looks like she's going to be a tough out.
Yeah, yep. Changing out balls. That ball gets wet going into the outfield. Get a new drive ball in. Brings up Hale. Fly it out to right field. She got that open stance, front foot right on the line of the back of the batter's box. Ball up and away. Walker looks like she wants to steal. Gets a big jump, but does not. Ball inside. That's the same pitch they called Livy out on, called the ball. Inside part of the plate.
Yeah, I don't like his strike zone at all. I'm okay if he calls it both ways,
yeah.
But right now it looks like it's just going against us.
Comes in with the same pitch again for ball 3. Right down the middle. Called strike. Pitch number 5. Foul right off the plate. Ground ball to back to Olivia. She gets out at first. Runner at second was almost there. Couldn't make the throw to get the force at second. So 1 out here.
She did a good job checking second. They just let the runners fast.
Yeah. I couldn't tell. I think it went off the plate, what looked like. Did not go off her foot in the batter's box, but still I take the out there. Brings up 4-hole hitter, the third baseman. Trying to pronounce his name, get Depp Lissler.
The ball went off the plate for the first pitch there.
Ground ball or line drive between the 5-6 hole. They're going to hold the runner up at third. Kerrigan gets that hit ball back quickly.
She did a good job blocking that ball up, having scared there for a second. She took it off the stomach.
So that's the she's went 2 for 2. Had a ground ball to center field. Had the ground ball to center field and left field. She's 2 for 2. Brings up Tuttle now. Runners on the corners. 1 out.
It's a big out right here.
Mm-hmm. Pitch right down the middle. Should be called a strike, and it is. Yeah, I think early part of this game, big moment right here. Runners on the corners. 1 out. See if we can get out of the inning here with no runs. Pitch number 2. Runner goes.
Uh-oh. We're going to have her at home.
Got her at home.
Great play by Greenlee.
Runner does move up to third. So Steele was on from first to second. Greenlee throws down to second. Reagan cuts it off, gets the runner going from third to home. We tag her out at home for out number 2. And then runner moves from second that stole to third safely. So we're still runner at third. Now with 2 outs, 1-1 count. Big out there, Cameron.
Yeah, I believe that was a design play there. Reagan cut it off in between second and the pitcher and went home with it and got her.
And that's something there you don't want to get thrown out at home.
You don't.
So that called a ball. 2-1 now to Tuttle. Tuttle calls time, backs away. We got Mariella Parsons warming up in right field. Line drive to Brindleland for out number 3. We get out of that inning, Cameron, with no runs on the board.
Yeah, that's a big inning for us. That should get us up in the dugout. Hopefully get these bats going.
All right, after 2.5, Lady Eagles still up 3-0. They're coming up to bat here in the bottom of the third. You're listening to Lady Eagles softball on the Exports Network.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here. Izzy Garland up. I know Izzy wants some revenge here. She just cranked one foul.
Boy, that would have stayed fair. It would have been the revenge.
She just missed the people warming them up on the opposite field. That ball was inside, and she crushed it.
You know, Izzy's one of them hitters you'd love to have her as a leadoff on some teams, but she hits for power so good.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep her at leadoff.
They're going to throw her outside now. Ball 1. So 1-1 to Izzy. Ball in the dirt. Outside, called a ball.
After that long strike, that pitcher's trying to stay away from her.
Yeah. Yeah, she don't want to come inside on Izzy. Staying away now. Way outside. Ball 3.
If he'd have called that a strike, I might would have went down there.
I may have opened up the window and yelled. Ball again on the outside part of the plate. Izzy will draw the walk. That's a Heritage Automotive based on ball, second of the game for the Lady Eagles. So it brings up Greenlee Taylor. 1 on, no outs. Greenlee walked back in the first.
I sure would like to see her get her grandpa shot out right here.
Yeah. Ball gets away from the catcher. Izzy moves up to second. Good job there, Izzy. Ball barely got by the catcher. She read that well, moves up to second. Yeah, Greenlee just take this ball for a ride. Line drive, hard shot to the outfield for us. Outside part of the plate. Called the ball.
Got to hold your breath on every one of those.
I am. I have to hold my breath. I almost have to hold my tongue at the same time. Ball right down the middle, strike. No, he called that a ball. You've got to be kidding me. That ball was right down the middle.
He owes us a few of those.
Yeah.
3-0 count here.
Take his own, I'm sure. That ball's inside. He's going to call that a strike. Three-one. Green will lift that one. That's a second base for out number 1. That ball was on the outside part of the plate. I kind of wish he would went with that pitch to right field.
Yeah, Greenlee's a great oppo hitter.
So it brings up Reagan Stevens, who singled. And then advanced to second base on the throw. The ball's inside. He's going to call that one a ball. We need to score this run right here. Every time we get runners on, the scoring position.
That's trouble right there.
Trouble. That's going to be down. Izzy will move up to third. Kind of wish Izzy would have got a little bit more secondary right there. There was no way. I don't think she gets to that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a hard ball to read there from second when she's looking at it. Hard to see where it's going to land.
So Reagan 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. Brings up Kerrigan Brabber, and I'm going to let Cameron call this one.
Hopefully she stays on top of the ball. A couple RBIs here, still with ground balls. I'll take that right here.
There it is.
This first pitch right down the left field line. Going to go to the fence. Should be a stand-up double and score 2. No, he holds her at third.
Again, with that soft track right there. On a hard track right there, I think Reagan scores easy.
Yeah, Kerrigan swapped bats there and used Izzy's bat. It looked like it paid off. She's been swapping back and forth according on pitching speed. She has a hard time waiting on a ball.
So that was a Buzz Body Shop double right there for Kerrigan. That's the first extra base hit of the game for the Lady Eagles. 1 run has plated here. Still just 1 out. Brings up Keegan Hutchins right here. Ball gets away from the catcher. Reagan will score.
Kerrigan moving up to third.
Lady Eagles now up 5-0 here in the bottom of the third. We'll get a McDonald's HVAC mound visit. We'll take this quick break. You're listening to Eagle Softball on the X Sports Network.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Walker. Number 10 went to.
That doesn't mean that's where she's staying.
I don't see number 10.
I think she's going first, yeah.
Yeah, they're coming back out.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're coming back here. Pitch and change for Westmoreland. They bring in Walker, the second baseman. Keegan's up. Keegan lines that one down the right field line. Foul. Just misses. Coach Smith. So Parkhurst goes to second, so they just swap positions there. Kerrigan's at third. 1-1 count to Keegan.
Inside the park line. Inside the park line.
Ball up.
These fans next to us going crazy over there. They're saying they bunted with a inside park home run. Must have been overthrow. Ended up right field maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing here. You lay down the bunt, especially in today's conditions, you're going to slip and slide.
Yeah, it's going to make it tough.
Make it tough.
Looks like Keegan's digging some dirt out of her eyes or something.
Yeah, something got in her eyes. Count is 3-1, I believe. Yeah, 3-1. Kerrigan's at third, one out. Ball way on the outside for another Heritage Automotive base on balls. 2 in the inning. Started the inning with a walk. Now we have another walk. Now we're on first and third. 1 out. Brings up Brendolyn Stevens, who flew out to second. She'll ground it to short. Short ball, is it?
It's going to score. Good job by B right there, staying on top of the ball.
Staying on top of the ground. Exactly, just a ground ball to the plate to runner for sure. But she kind of hits it in that 5-6 hole.
Put the pressure on them.
Another run score, so 6-0 Lady Eagles. Brings up Abbott. Runners at first and second. Emily single to left field. Last at bat. Ball outside. Called a ball. Quick throw back to the pitcher there.
This pitcher looks like she wants to work fast. She's on the mound waiting to go when you get in the box.
Emily grounds that in the third foul. Really don't want this ball to go to that side of the field.
No, I'd like to see it on the right side of the field right here.
Yeah, hit behind the lead runner here. If it hits right on that line, that's probably going to be a quick double play. Pitch up, ball 2. So 2-1 here. 1 out. Emily will foul that one to left field for out number 2. Not deep enough to move or have a tag up there. Nor do you want to tag up.
Brings up our lead off here. Maybe she'll keep a hot bat right here and rally on 2.
Pretty big gap between center and right.
There is a huge gap between center and right.
Ball up. Looks like community has actually joined our fans in the stands. I didn't know we could get together and be, but they are actually with us cheering for us. Same district. I guess you had to pull for each other, huh?
Yeah, it's good to see right there. They're a tough battle.
Oh, yeah. Ball up, 3-0. It's a 3-0, two outs here. I think if I'm May, I'm just crowding the plate. I'm right on the plate here.
Oh, yeah.
Darren heard it to give me an inside pitch. She does, and that'd be ball 4.
Gonna load the bases right there.
So third base on balls in the inning. Make Heritage Automotive base on balls. 4 of the game for the Lady Eagles. That's, like I said, just we learned from the first game. Hey, just be selective and let them basically pitch and walk you.
Yeah, the first couple innings there, we didn't know we was going to be able to do that with the blue behind the plate here. He had a wide strike zone.
Brings up Olivia Woods. It'll be ball inside. 9th hitter of the inning here.
I'd like to see a gap shot right here to help her out there. She can help herself right here.
Yeah, that would break open the game, really. She'll ground that one to second. For the out, that will end the inning. Lady Eagles will score 3 in the inning, leave 3 on, and have 2 hits in the inning. So good inning for the Lady Eagles. Now up 6-0 going into the top of the 4th. You're listening to Lady Eagles Softball on the Exports Radio Network.
Bring your outdoor dreams to life at Loretto Nursery and Landscaping. This one-stop shop can help you get your project done from start to finish. Go see for yourself. They have a wide variety of plants, from tropicals to ferns and trees, plus hanging baskets. What they have to offer goes beyond what looks good. They also supply concrete, mulch, compost, and drainage culverts. Don't forget about their on-lot buildings and chicken coops. You think that's all? You can also stop by to fill up your propane tank. Loretto Nursery and Landscaping has you covered. Stop by 409 South Military Street.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here. Top of the 4th. Brings up Mason, Parkhurst, and Wall. 6, 7, 8 for Westmoreland. We got a delay here. Umpire, coach from Westmoreland was talking to the umpire. May have a pinch hitter on deck. I'll have to see here. Oh, taking his time to clean off now home plate. Now putting his face mask on, ready to go. Batter in the batter's box, Levy on the mound. Pitch coming in. Big ball 1 in the dirt. Looks like Community's warming up in left field.
Yeah, they're in a good spot of the bracket. They've come out pretty hot.
Yeah.
Able to pull off some close games, so they got to beat twice today.
Ball be lifted to just Texas Leaguer, just over Reagan's glove. Basically in no man's land between second, center, and right. So it'll be a base hit.
It's a hard play right there.
So Westmoreland, 3 out of the 4 innings, has had the leadoff runner on.
We're doing a good job holding them at bay, but
yeah,
it's going to have to break open sometime.
Yeah.
Another for them.
Yeah. So to bring up Parkhurst. Was pitching now. She's playing second. Ball will be lifted, foul, and that ball will be out of play. Ball coming back in. Probably a little wet. Thrown into Greenlee there. She'll get a new ball. Exchange the balls. So 0-1 count to Parkhurst. She squares them up, pops that up. Keegan makes the play at first. Runner gets back, no throw. So big out there for the Lady Eagles.
That bunt almost went all the way to first base. I don't know if she was trying to push bunt. I don't know what she was doing.
Yeah, I think she was trying to probably push it to second base, maybe. With second, Reagan trying to cover first. So this is a sub here that we've got. Yeah, 0-0. Holman is pitch hitting for Wall at this at bat. Should be a strike on the outside part of the plate, and he calls it a ball.
He's all over the place.
He is all over the map. I mean, that ball was just a little bit off the plate. But he has called at least 6 to 8 inches off the plate a strike. Ball comes in, be fouled away by Holman.
I believe I'm coming back with that pitch right
Same
there.
pitch, I agree with you on that.
She had a hard time getting around on that.
But she comes back with a change-up. Ball gets away. Greenlee picks back to first. First does not even know, and we throw the ball away again. Over.
A lot of confusion, but they didn't move up.
All right, so what happened there was change-up, swing and a miss. Greenlee picks. Gets past Keegan. May throws it back in to get past Keegan again. Rolls all the way back to the backstop. Runner at first still stays.
Was a beautiful changeup, though.
It was. So 1-2 count. No harm, no foul. The rise ball up in the strike zone for ball one. So ball two. Change up in the dirt, now runs it full.
Good job by Greenlee with keeping that up in front.
Yeah. Could have easily gotten past her and runner advance. Pitch inside fouled. Down the line. Out of Izzy's reach.
She don't need it. That's why she keeps laughing. What time do you draw last night?
8:15, 8:30. No, it wasn't that bad.
Line drive right up the middle.
Yeah.
Emily catches it, throws it to first, try to double off, overthrows her, allows the runner to advance to second. On that play there, Cameron, I think you just hold the ball.
Yeah, she was keep the force on.
Yeah, she was not that far off the bag there.
So then this morning I called and I was like, hey, what team's Kevin? I was pretty sure he was the Storm, but I was like 99% sure.
Oh,
got 2 outs. Runner at second now.
Brings up 9-hole hitter Vega.
A swing and a miss.
Oh, 1 the count. 2 outs, runner at second. Again, they've had a runner on every inning, and somehow were able to hold them off. That ball's the inside part of the plate. Should have been a strike, but called a ball. So 1-1 the count.
I believe it's the batter that was hit by pitch last inning.
And that ball was an outside power play. He calls that in a strike. That was way off the plate.
Yeah, that was about 15 up the plate out.
All right, even the TWS officials and official scorekeepers to my left are agreeing with me that I don't need glasses.
We're not crazy up here.
Hits it in a 5-6 hole. Brennan makes a good play.
It's great backhand.
But cannot make a throw as deep.
Put on this form, storm. And I was like, oh, you got the storm. I'm not going to send him a confirmation. Like, should I have done that?
So runners on the corners again. Brings up leadoff Caldwell. She's going to bat lefty this time.
I'd like to see us out right here. We don't want that batter. I think on deck's 2 for 2 for the day. So
exactly. Yeah, Caldwell has grounded out and struck out. 2-hole hitter is on fire with 2 hits. The infield's kind of playing in the slap. I don't disagree with that with the slow conditions and that ball should be a call to strike. There we go. Ball was on the inside power plate. Good pitch to Jammer. She doesn't swing. Calls a strike.
One lady was like, this team isn't my skill level. She finally responded, of course, when I'm not on this anymore. But I didn't even look at it. Because I was
check swing. He said she went.
She's just trying to put something in front of the plate. Yeah. Speed right here.
Yeah. She's just trying to just ground this ball, just bury it into the mud or soft dirt there in front of her. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. She'll foul that one into the net to stay alive at 1-2. Again, it seemed like every inning we get in a tight situation here. We've been able to work out of it.
Yeah, I hope we do here. It's going to be hard to keep doing that every inning, though.
Ground ball to Keegan.
Great backhand by Keegan.
So that will get us out of the inning. Once again, Westmoreland strands 2 runners. That is the 7th left on base for Westmoreland. Just cannot get them across. Your score after 3.5, Lady Eagles up 6-0, come up to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to Lady Eagles Softball on the Exports Radio Network.
Have you ever seen those halftime scholarships where you have to nail a 40-yard field goal? Yeah, this isn't that. I just had to open a Bank Independent account and follow a few simple steps. That's it. A 20% scholarship to UNA. Bank Independent. We're invested in your future.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here.
Is he going to lead us off again this inning like she did last inning? Hopefully we can do the same thing we did last inning and get a few more runs on the board.
Speaking of Izzy Garland, Greenlee Taylor, Reagan Stevens. No change defensively or pitching-wise for Westmoreland. Bobby Ball up, way outside and out. Easy a swing and miss on that inside pitch there. Easy walked back in the 3rd. We pitch up. Call strike. Wow. 1 ball. Izzy's having a tough they are adjusting to this umpire strike zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. She just hammered
hits
one.
that one deep.
He hit that one deep. A 1-2 count. Foul. Oh, foul. Just foul.
I'm not sure if that didn't go over the fence, just foul.
Yes. It hooked.
It was hitting the fence.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. A long strike there for Izzy. Comes way in. Ball 2. Left fielder scooted way back there, Josh. Look at where she's playing at. She's playing basically about 3 steps off.
Yeah, I don't blame her. Last at bat, she had a long strike that way too. So
center field is playing her straight up. Right field is even backed up. She's about 5 steps in front of the fence.
We got a full count here. She's not pitching to her. I don't blame her.
So full to Izzy. Izzy will lift that one deep to center field. Center field got it. For out number 1.
Too much air.
Yep. Just missed center that one. That brings up Greenlee Taylor. Walked in the first, flew out to second in the third. Third plate appearance here. And she'll fly one deep to center field for out number 2. There again, just missed that one. Lot of error.
Yeah, we got to start finding the center of the ball there.
Yeah. So it brings up Reagan Stevens, 2 for 2. 2 singles. Big ball up and in. Ball in. Two the count here to Reagan. Ball driven right back up the middle.
It's a good piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, Reagan is feeling it here today. 3 for 3, 3 singles.
Hopefully Carrie can keep a hot bat here.
All right, I'll let you call this one.
Got 2 outs. Kerrigan stepping in the box. We got time from the ump.
Move the bat there, looks like.
Kerrigan rips it to left field, straight to the left fielder. She catches for out number 3.
Hard hit ball there.
Yeah,
So-
I like that hit there. It's just right to her.
Yeah, right at her. So Lady Eagles get 1 hit, 1 left on here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll go on top of the 5th. Lady Eagles still up 6-0. You're listening to Lady Eagles Softball on the X Sports Radio Network.
What really matters during the ball game, we realize when it comes to sports that seasons begin and seasons end. There's an ever-changing to a new season. In Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1, there is appointed a time for everything. There's a time for every event under heaven. Life has its seasons. But one thing that does not change is Jesus Christ. The Bible says He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Put your trust, confidence, and obedience in Him. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here, top of the 5th. We'll bring up Walker. 2-hole hitters. So you got 2, 3, 4 for Westmoreland. And Cameron, you got an update from the other games today so far for 2A?
Yeah, Unicoi beat Adamsville this morning 9-1, so they're going to face the community again today. They can force the F game tomorrow. I think they've got a pretty good pitcher there, so it should be a good game. I think community beat them by a home run last game 3-0.
So 2 pitches outside, 2-0 to Walker, who has went 2 for 2 today. So that's the game that will be played on the same field we're at, field 1. So we'll get basically a little bit of a break if it continues out. The score here, that pitch is on the outside, called a strike.
Yeah, we can win this one. They got us lined up for 11:30 right after this on field 4.
And we'll get a rematch with Marion County. Pitch inside, almost hits Walker. Trying to jam her there, 3-1. Walker's been on the base pads twice today. Again, this is the leadoff. She will tap it to Izzy Garland. Izzy will make the play.
It's a good play there.
Yeah, Keegan has to scoop. Does make the outside. Keeps Walker off the base pads. So it breaks the streak of 3 straight innings with the leadoff on for Westmoreland.
She's a hard out.
Yes. Bring up Hale. Fly out, ground out to the pitcher. Change out. Call the ball. A little low. It's outside, ball 2. Again, maybe struggled to kind of stay ahead of the batters today. I hadn't bit her yet. Try to work ahead. She'll lift this one fair.
Yes,
Base hit there for Hale. Just bloop her right over third base.
Barely in the grass.
Yeah. Hugs that line.
Yeah, he's a pretty good heel coming off that side yesterday. He made a diving catch and pretty much disappeared.
Yeah, that's what Josh and I were. We didn't know she caught it because it's about a foot drop off when you go from the transition from the dirt to the grass. So that brings up the Plissler. Called a strike. Pops out of Greenley's glove. Runner at first does not advance. Wasn't that far away from Greenley. So strike 1, 0-1 to the 4-hole hitter. Ball away, evens the count 1-1.
One good thing about having Greenley behind the plate, there ain't a whole lot of people attempt her. So
yeah, exactly.
Got a ball pop out. A lot of times they're not even setting on go. So it's good to have her back there.
Ball be lifted deep. That ball's going to
back.
Ball will be a ground rule double.
Yeah, it's
a ground rule double. That is a ground rule double.
Yeah, it should be runners at second and third.
If they call this a home run.
Even the guy in left center with a camera signaling ground rule double.
That's a ground rule double.
It's easy to see. Won't be the first time we've been robbed this year.
All right, they make the correct call, ground rule double. I was going to say, if they call this a home run, well, I'm not going to say. I'd probably get thrown off there what I was thinking.
I don't blame you there. I think I was thinking the same thing. Wes is going to go make a mound visit and talk to the girls here.
So we got a McDonald's HVAC mound visit. We'll take this quick break. You're listening to Lady Eagle Softball on the X Sports Radio Network.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back. No changes there. Runners at second and third. Brings up Tuttle, the catcher. Tuttle called time. Didn't get the pitch in time. She didn't like it, so she backs out, calls time. So 2 hits here in the inning. Called a strike.
That's a good job starting ahead right here.
Change up out of the strike zone. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Second baseman Barrel Watch getting that big lead. Greenlee will check her.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take the throw there.
I'd take it out for a run.
Exactly. Tuttle will swing and foul that one back, so 1-2 the count.
It's be a big strikeout right here.
Again, Westmoreland has base runners every inning of the game here.
Yeah, they're not giving up, that's for sure.
That's ball. Should be a strike.
Yeah, that's a great pitch by Olivia right there to get 2 outs.
So I'm kind of like 6-7 there. Ball strike. Don't know. Come on. Or call it, but he does call that a strike.
Got 2 outs now. Maybe we can get out of this.
Brings up Parkhurst. Sorry, brings up Mason, the shortstop. Yeah, come on, that's a strike. I guess not a little high and inside. Ball 1. Ball up. 2-0 to count. Olivia trying to get out of another jam here. 2-0 count. Runners at second and third. Mason up. She is single. 2 singles in the game. Ball on the outside now. 3-0. I think a good job there. Like I said, she is single to center, single to second. Well, kind of blooped over to second. Now she'll come after her. Swings and misses.
She got the green light there. It's surprising.
Yeah, it's very surprising. With the base open at first. Her swinging away. So 3-1 now. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate, called a strike. Count full. After going 3-0, now Olivia with 2 straight strikes.
Climb this ladder right here.
She does. She will foul that in a way. Good inside pitch there. Jams Mason. I think he'd come back the same pitch again on the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, she had trouble with that pitch.
Gonna come outside and they're gonna walk her. So base on balls for Mason. It brings up Parkhurst, who has fly to right. flied out to first. But bases loaded here in the top of the 5th. Definitely want to get out of this jam.
Yeah, we do.
She'll Greenlee a back pick to third.
I think they called that a ball high. I'm not sure.
I think he did. I'm telling you, like you said, Cam, and you pointed out, the second base runner is just daring to throw.
Yeah, she's coming way off.
Ball in the dirt, 2-0. Got nowhere to put her now, Liv. You got to go after her. Try to get ahead.
I'd take another fly ball to right field. I like my chances with May out there.
Ball up. 3-0 now.
Yeah, I mean,
Nowhere to put her. Bases loaded.
My answer to any game time, if we've got two teams that are ready.
It should be a strike.
Yeah, she was taken all the way. Ball was right down the middle.
I told you we're at the point in this we need to.
Middle of the outside part of the plate.
Play while we have weather like this. Absolutely. But yeah, I think those times should.
Pitch again. Ground ball, 5-6-0. One run was scored. Nope. They hold the runner up at third. Keegan cuts it off. So one run plated.
That's a good job by Kerrigan there, getting it in quick.
So flirting with runners on every time, and we've kind of got out of the jam, but
yeah, we can get this out right here. We're not hurt too bad just by getting one. I'll take that.
Brings up Holman. Holman stays in the game and continues to hit there in the 8-hole position. She line drive to center field. Back in the 4th, changeup up. Pitch number 2, low, 2-0. Again, Olivia is getting behind batter after batter after batter. I'm not keeping up with the pitch count, but I'm assuming this is probably around pitch 100 at least. 108. Ground ball to Garland. Garland makes the throw to first for out number 3 and a big sigh of relief. But Cameron, and I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, it's a good job working out of that there.
Yeah.
I'll take a deep breath on that one.
Yeah.
Good job, Easy.
So Westmoreland strands 3, does plate 1. So your score after 4.5, 6-1 Lady Eagles. They'll be batting in the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to Lady Eagles Softball on the X Sports Radio Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here. Bottom of the 5th. Up for the Lady Eagles be Keegan Hutchins, Brendan Stevens, Emily Abbott, 7, 8, 9. So we figured out why, about an inning or two ago, why Community was sitting in our stand. They got a game after us, so
maybe they don't like us.
Maybe they don't like us still. But anyway. all of basically community, their players are just in our sitting down with us, and then right behind us, waiting to play against Unicorn County next game. Pitch way outside, ball 1 to Keegan.
Be big to get her on right here as the leadoff.
Yeah, Keegan's grounded out to the pitcher, then walked back in the third. We'd like to get her on here. She will bloop it right over. Oh.
Great play by the left fielder.
Yeah, left fielder.
That ball.
Yeah, charged it in. I thought it just got over the shortstop's head. Fly out there to left field. Brings up Brendolyn Stevens. 0 for 2 today. Flew out to second, reached on the air by the shortstop. She'll ground one to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the play for out number 2. Brings up Emily Abbott.
2 quick outs right there. That's not what we want going into the bottom of the game here.
Yeah.
Got to keep her foot on the gas pedal here.
You know, Josh. Sorry, Josh. Cameron, I'm so used to having Josh. You know, look at third base right here. I don't know if I'm Emily. I just drop a bunt.
Yeah.
But how about it lines it right to the left fielder?
Quick inning there.
Yeah, it's something we didn't need a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. So no runs, no hits, nothing allowed there. After 5 complete, score is 6-1 Lady Eagles. We're heading in the top of the 6th. You're listening to Lady Eagles Softball on the X Sports Radio Network.
Life in Tennessee has a rhythm. It's the snap of the football under Friday night lights, the steady pace of a Saturday morning trail walk, and the joyful sound of chasing grandkids across the backyard. But when a joint aches or an injury slows you down, that rhythm breaks, and that's where we come in. At Southern Tennessee Bone and Joint, our mission is simple: getting you back to moving. Led by board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas, along with physician associate Melanie Durham and nurse practitioner Chaley Brown, we provide the specialized care you need right here at home. From the young athlete dreaming of the big leagues to the weekend warrior refusing to quit, we see you. Because to us, you're more than a patient. Our highest honor is using our talents to take care of our friends and neighbors within this community. Trust the team that's invested in your recovery. Southern Tennessee Bone and Joint. Let's get you moving again.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, back here, game 3, state tournament for the Lady Eagles in the top of the 6th. Brings up 9-0 hitter Vega. And that pitch will be low, ball 1. Be 9-1-2 for Westmoreland. Pitch on the outside, ball 2 again. Another, I hate to keep bringing it up, another 2-0 count. Olivia gets behind and has to burn a lot of pitches. Now we're around 111 pitches here in the game. Ground right back up the middle for a base hit. We start this pattern all over again with leadoff runner on for Westmoreland.
Yeah, they're not giving up.
They've had the leadoff runner on 3 out of the 5 innings. And they have had 10 hits in the game to our 6 hits.
First pitch was ball 1 there. Looked close to me.
Good pitcher, outside part of the plate, called a ball. Again, another 2-0 count. Good pitch there, called a strike. Slap hitter there, Caldwell. Hitting from the left-hand side. Did not swing. She's had 2 ground outs to first. Struck out 0 for 3 in that leadoff spot. Ball inside, 3-1. Line drop off Izzy's glove for a base hit.
Yeah, it was a shot there. It's hard handle.
Yeah. 2 straight hits, 2 on, no outs. Coach Woods is going to call time for McDonald's HVAC mound visit. We'll take us a quick break. You're listening to Eagle Softball on Exports Network.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
There's no job too small, no job too big for Evers Construction and Plumbing. We specialize in all your commercial, residential, and industrial plumbing needs. You can trust our trained and qualified service technicians for repair and installation, including repipes, gas line repair and installation, filter systems, drain cleaning, and camera inspection. There's plumbing, then there's Evers Plumbing. Professional, quick, efficient. Make your appointment today.
Over a century ago, Henry Ford put America on wheels. And since 1930, Sharp Motor Company has carried that legacy forward right here in Pulaski, Tennessee. Family owned and family operated, Sharp believes the secret to longevity is simple. Treat every customer like their family. Sharp Motor Company, Ford and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Located at 1516 West College Street in Pulaski.
All right, after McDonald's HVAC mound visit, we do make a pitching change. Marilyn Parsons is on his pitching. She'll pitch number 1, ball outside part of the plate. So she comes in, and Harrington runners at first and second with no outs.
Yeah, she squared the bunt that first pitch, pulled it back.
And she will bunt that one foul. This is Walker here. She's 2 for 3. It's been a tough out today for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not letting her swing the bat here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm letting her swing the bat instead of bunting. Westmoreland's trying to move runners into scoring position. She's going to square bunt again, outside part of the plate for a ball. So is that 3-1 to count, I believe?
2-1,
2-1, okay. Squares the bunt. She misses it. She fouls it.
All he's saying, she didn't foul, I don't think. Just a strike.
She fouled that ball.
So runners are going to advance
And
to second and third.
Second and third. That ball, I mean, Greenlee, anyway, I'm not going to argue that one, but it looked like it foul tip went off her glove and then to the backstop.
Brings us 2-2 right here.
2-2 with the runner, second and third. Yes. No. Pitch is right on the outside part of the plate. So full count. Line drive to left field. Base hit, plates 1.
Get it in.
Runner's going to move up. We did not pay attention.
We got to get that ball in quicker.
Exactly. So 3 straight hits.
Runner moves up to second, so we got runner at second and third, no outs.
Plates 1 run, cuts the lead now to 6-2. Lady Eagles. It brings up Hale, first baseman. No outs. Pitch will be up in the strike zone. So 3 hits here in the inning. 1 run is scored. Line drive to Brennan. She makes the play.
Good catch there.
And no play at second. Runner almost got tagged out there. So 1 away. Big out with Brindlin there at short.
Yeah, she had to leave her feet to go get that ball.
Brings up the Listler. Clean up. She is 3 for 3 today. Single, and a double. She's going to pull the ball to the left side of the field. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Strike.
Yeah.
Job starting ahead right here.
Up 0-1. Good pitch there. Outside part of the plate, fouls it back. Now 0-2. Working out of the gym.
Yeah, we're way ahead here. I don't want to see any pitches. She can even put a bat on right here. Get her to try to chase something.
Yeah, I don't know if you. Mira's got a good changeup. I don't know if you need to throw out or you throw one up high. He get her to chase up. We're going to throw it outside on the corner. Again,
that's where I'd come back with a changeup right here.
He has been calling that pitch. He calls that a ball. Mariella goes outside, ball 2. To the count, 1 out, runners at second and third. Change up.
Barely missed.
Yeah, now full. Next pitch. Deep drive. She just cleared the bases. Home run. 3-run homer for.
So that's going to bring the 6-5. That's what we didn't want.
Yep. We'll get a McDonald's HVAC mound visit from Coach Woods. We'll take this quick break and listen to Lady Eagle Softball on X Sports Network.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
All right, we're back here. No change. What it was a 6-0 lead is now shrunk to 1. 6-5 here in the 6th inning. Just 1 out. No runners on. Brings up Tuttle.
Yeah, we got to take a deep breath right here and reset while the bases are empty here and get out of this inning.
And Marion County has now come down. They were warming up. I think now they're coming to watching the game. Should be a strike on the inside part of the plate. He does call it.
It's a great adjustment there to start with a strike after a hit like that.
Another pitch error. Strike 2, swing and miss.
I like the confidence she's got. She seems unfazed right now.
Right down the edge of the plate, called a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, no on. The Eagles clinging to a 1-run lead. Ground to Mariella. She makes the play, throws over to first for out number 2.
Big out right there.
Yeah. I bring up Mason. Mason has been on the base pads all 3 at bats. Single to center, single to little bloop over to second, and walked in the 5th. Two outs here, trying to get out of the inning. Mariella starts off with a strike. Again, it's way outside, and I have to.
This ump takes his time calling it.
Yep. Good pitch there, another strike. You got to be kidding me. He called that a ball? Golly, same exact pitch as before. Swing and a miss. That should be strike 3.
Yeah, we should be out of this inning right now.
Sorry, fans that are listening home. I'm getting a little frustrated at our home plate umpire for his very inconsistency behind the plate. This is a state tournament game.
Elimination game at that.
Yep, and you're down to it's a 1-run game. One ball, so 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Should be strike 3.
That pitch was a ball, and he calls it a strike. All right, he make up. All right, good job, Blue. Good job.
Great job of Mariella there, working out of there.
Get out of the inning there. Backward strikeout, 18, 19 strikeouts. So, Cameron, we got to do something here in the bottom of the 6th.
We do need some insurance runs, that's for sure.
All right, we'll take us a quick break. You're listening to Lady Eagle Softball on Exports Network.
'Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Out here in these parks, this just isn't me. I've got the most park view. Right on in, my dear sister.
We don't know what the weather is going to be like around here. I do get really anxious during storms.
That's why they chose HailGuard. When performance leads, confidence follows. Backed by the first and only asphalt shingle system with a hail warranty.
That just gives us more peace of mind.
This is the only asphalt product on the market that has the manufacturer warranty targeting the hail damage, and it gives me a lot of confidence as a contractor.
Engineered for enhanced impact performance. Built to protect homes and reputations. HailGuard shingles. Built for hail.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, we're back here, bottom of the 6th. 1, 2, 3 for the Lady Eagles. Pitch, called a strike. May up single, struck out in the 2nd. Walked in the 3rd. Need her on leadoff with no outs here.
Yeah, we need some insurance runs right here.
Pitch on the outside part of the plate. Called a ball. Yeah, I like scoring in the 6th inning going into the 7th as the home team put pressure back on the visiting team. May will lift that one foul into the net. Down 1-2 now.
Matt, you finally got back to me. You did good.
All right, pitch coming in to me. Pitch on the outside part of the plate. She tried to frame it.
Of course, our fans wanting a strike 3 there.
Yeah, that ball was way outside. Catcher does a good job of yanking it back, trying to make it look like a strike. So 2-2 the count. May lifts that one over into the opposite field where we've got a team warming up. Count still 2-2 to May. Trying to get on,
I wanted to get something going this inning.
Yeah, got to get something going on this inning. Ball in the dirt, now runs it full. Pitch coming in. She swings and misses for strike number 3.
That was a good changeup.
Yeah, that's good.
There.
Yeah, good change up there.
Probably wasn't expecting it on the full count pitch there.
Brings up Olivia Woods. Ball inside. He calls that. He calls that a strike.
That's terrible.
That is terrible. In the dirt. Inside part.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
That's a ball. They do check down to first. Maybe they didn't even really attempt to swing. 1-1 count to Olivia. Ball inside. 2-1 now. Should be 3-0. Ball in the dirt now, 3-0. Should have been a base on balls. So Olivia way up here. We need base runners. Be selective here. Ball be lifted in the ground in the 5-6 hole. Shortstop makes a good play. We'll be safe.
Yeah, it's great play by the shortstop there, laying out for that ball. Olivia beat it out.
I think you call and get a pinch runner here.
Yeah, I'm putting somebody with speed on the bag with Izzy up to bat. I like my chances here.
County just won over here 7-0.
So Alyssa Corbin, I believe. Still Ump and Coach Woods conferring about Bella had, I think, pinch run for Olivia previously, if I remember right.
Pulled Olivia out of the game last inning, so I don't know.
Sorry. No, she did not. She ran for Greenlee Taylor, had the base on balls.
It was 6-0.
I think Olivia's going to stay on base here because
she went to the dugout after not being in the field.
She's re-entered the hit.
Right.
They got 3 outs.
So Coach Woods is going to confer again with the umps. They're going to pull together. So we'll take this quick break. You're listening to Lady Eagle Softball on Exports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.
Runner, but the Westmoreland coach now wants the explanation of the rule. That is Alyssa Corbin, pinch running for Olivia Woods here.
Yeah, I believe Olivia will be burnt after this inning. She can't re-enter, but hopefully
that's not going to come into play.
She does get to stay.
To Alyssa Corbin at first. Izzy Garland up.
Alyssa come back to our team this year after Wes seen her run in the girls football game. She got speed, played softball when she was young, took a long break, and he recruited her back this year for her speed, and she's been doing a pretty good job for us.
So it brings up Izzy. Izzy lines it in the 5-6 hole. So Alyssa advances to second. Izzy at first. Back-to-back hits for the Lady Eagles here in the 6th. Brings up Greenlee Taylor, who was 0 for 2 today. We need Greenlee to be very, very patient here.
Yeah, she's due a big hit right here. It's hard to keep her off the base path.
Really love something right side of the field.
Yeah, I'd take one of her right center gap shots right here.
Yeah. Big ball inside to Greenlee. Tight ball game. Westmoreland has cut into that 6-0 deficit now, 5-6. Greenlee will hit that in the short. Double play ball there.
They just turned a double play. That's not what we wanted there. But
yeah, exactly.
That's what we're going to get. So they've got 3 outs here to do something.
All right, so 2 hits, 1 left on, no run. So we're going in the top of the 7th. You're listening to Lady Eagle Softball on the X Sports Radio Network.
You know, growing up here in Lawrence County, I've had a front row seat to all the changes we've faced over the years. Industry has come and industry has gone. Natural disasters have blown through, but our people have come together every single time. Year after year, what rings true is always faith, family, and hard work. Over the past 4 years, our schools have flourished. We've invested in teacher raises every single year, which strengthened our schools, and we've committed over $12 million to safer and more modern facilities. Because the truth is, when we invest in our students, we invest in our future. And we've also taken on the work that just couldn't wait, delivering the largest road investment in our county's history. And I personally fought for our utility district's right to provide clean, reliable water all across this county. And so I promise, with your support, we'll protect our farms, we'll protect our values, and we'll keep building a stronger Lawrence County for every family and for every future. Vote David Morgan for County Executive. God bless.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, back here, very tight ball game, top of the 7th. Lady Eagles have a 1-run lead. Up for Westmoreland is her 7-8-9 be Parkhurst, Holman, and Vega. 7-8-9. Mariella is on the mound.
We couldn't ask to be in a better spot here on their lineup for
exactly
their last 3 outs of the game here. So we can make something happen right here.
Pitch number 1. Inside part of the plate.
Strike on us.
Strike, yeah, I mean, that was, again, should be a strike. Caught a ball. Left that one to right field. May's going to make the play there for out number 1. Big out there. Like I said, Westmoreland, out of the 7 innings, they had 4 lead off on with no outs. Only in the 1st. Only in the 5th, and now the 7th. Unable to get the lead off on. Pitch number 1. That is a strike, and he calls it.
I'm sure we sound like a broken record on here, but it's pretty bad.
Anyway, state tournament game and cannot find a strike zone. Pitch number 2, outside part of the plate.
That's got to be.
Well, that was a jit ball. It's a 2-0.
Got to come after her right here.
fouled away. Strike one into that.
She might run the whole base. She's going to get it. It's not hard.
All right, pitch number 4 here. 2-1 count. Be lifted into that foul. So 2-2 now.
That's a good job by Mariella coming back right here.
We have home in the batter. She come in and pitch hit in the second inning. No, the fourth inning. Good change up there.
That's a great pitch.
Called a ball. Full count. Come after here, Mariella. She does, lifts that one.
Should be
Keegan.
caught.
Keegan got it. For out number 2.
Great job right there. We got a little breathing room right here. It still ain't over, though.
No. Vega has been hit by a pitch. She has singled to single to short, single to center. She's been on the base 3 times, so this is going to be a tough at bat here. 2 outs.
Yeah, she's the one that hovers over the plate here. Come in on her hands right there. It's a good first pitch.
Are we top or bottom side?
Bottom, or top side.
Gray and blue is on top.
Yes.
0-1 count. Barely get some rosin on her hand. Pitch on the outside part of the plate be called a ball. Not a bad pitch there. 1-1 the count. Vega right up on top of the plate. Gonna go inside, and we hit her. That was my worry.
She crowds the plate very, very heavy.
Second hit by pitch. Something that we did not want to do was get back up to the top of the lineup here. Caldwell.
We definitely want to get this out right here and not let that second batter come up. She's been hot today.
Caldwell's going to hit from the left side, grounded out to first twice, struck out, and then singled in the 6th to start everything. So that ball will be called a strike on the outside part of the plate. Ball will be lined up. Brendan makes the play to end the game. Line drive right to Brindleland. So
great job right there by the Lady Eagles to hold on to that. Our sophomore pitcher come in there big right there.
Whoa! And sigh of relief right there. 6-5 Lady Eagles will win the game. That will eliminate Westmoreland from competition. So here's how it's going to go. We play on field 4
right now.
Right now. So we got to move over.
Marion County.
So
revenge.
Yeah, so this will be another potential elimination game or if game. So here's what's going to happen. If the Lady Eagles lose, we're out. Marion County goes on to the championship game, which will be Saturday, from my understanding. If the what-if game happens, if we win, force another game, that will be Friday. So we're not going to play the what-if game today. We're going to end this quickly so Kevin can kind of get some stuff moved over. Join us here in just a few minutes. You listen to Lady Eagles Softball on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.